it's going to sound crazy, but I don't want my children back. It's not because I don't love them. I love them so much. I love them wholeheartedly. I love them beyond comprehension. But I don't want my children back. And I feel like I had to come over here because you guys are so sweet. And my DMs and my comments giving me reassurance that, oh, they're going to come back. They're going to, everything's going to work out and stuff like that. And I believe you. Like, everything is going to work out. However, I don't want them children back. And it's not because I don't want to take care of them or anything like that. I love taking care of them. I love raising them, but I don't want them back for another set of reasons. One, I don't have a support system. I have been raising these children with no support system. And when I say no support system, I'm not even joking. I don't have an emergency contact. When I take them to the doctor, I don't have an emergency contact. I don't have friends. I don't have family. I don't have, like, I take care of everything by myself. I don't have that. Okay? So that's one. Imagine me, one person, taking care of 3 children by myself with no support system, not even for an emergency contact. That's one. Second, I was manipulated into having my children. I was 9 months pregnant on my 21st birthday, and their dad was 33. Granted, I knew he was 32. I knew he was 12 years older than me when I met him. Or at least, like, in getting to know him, I knew he was 12 years older than me. But at 19 years old, I did not have the mental capacity and understanding to assess and realize that I was being manipulated into having children prior.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Listen, y'all. The gig is up. The gig is up. I have never, ever seen women truly take responsibility and accountability for the things that they do. So wait a minute. You telling me you can bust it open for a real one. You can get into a relationship, but you can't take accountability for having children at 21 years old? So you can go and get a job. You can sign up for the army if you want to. You can get into the military. You can go overseas. You can choose to eliminate babies out of your body. You can do all of this stuff, but then we always got to go into the, oh, no, no, no. It was narcissistic, manipulation, all of this stuff, right? Everybody is being manipulated all of a sudden in order to have kids. I'm just, you ain't got no friends. Nobody likes you. Nobody is kicking it with you. So you go over to the internet so that you can get a support system from the comments. And then she's saying kids, S, plural, more than one. So you was manipulated multiple different times, but you didn't have the capacity to be able to make a decision of whether or not you should. At 22 years old, I got married. 22 years old. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I knew that I did not want to have children out of wedlock. I knew it was a possibility that I didn't want to have children at all. And so I was very intentional with it. Before we decided to have children at 26, and I was married at 22, we had long conversations, and more importantly, we took 4 years to make an informed decision before we did so. And so you're telling me at 21, you can have multiple kids, and we intentionally only had one, and then I got a vasectomy on purpose because I knew I didn't want any more kids after one. So you're telling me that you don't have the mental capacity at 21, and then at this big old age of whatever it is that she is now, that you don't take responsibility for having children. And now she's on the internet. And you know me, I'm just going to keep it 100. Now you're on the internet saying, I don't want them kids. And if them kids ever grow up and actually see these videos, how do you think that's going to represent them when they see you say, I don't want them kids? Man, listen, bro, I seen women back in the day that had crazy amount of kids and they were intentional about having them. And even though they wasn't always the best mothers and they didn't always take care of business, and they most of the time they kept their family together, even if they was poor, and they knew what they was doing and they took ownership and responsibility for the situation that they put themselves in. Yo, women and accountability is just absolutely missing and just completely gone nowadays. It don't exist. It's not a thing. They don't even try to take accountability. Oh no, I was manipulated at an early age. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Everything that I did, probably from the age of 16 and up, maybe even earlier than that, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace. Everything that I did, good or bad, I knew exactly what I was getting myself into when I make an informed decision of whether or not I was going to do it.
Higher than I wanted to. So it was never my plan to have children at the age of 21. My plan was to finish college and go to law school. And by the time I got my bachelor's degree, my son was 6 months old, and I found myself like putting off law school because I didn't want anybody else to raise him. I was manipulated into having those children. Third, which kind of goes with the second one, is one of the ways that this man manipulated me into having these children was using the whole line that, oh my gosh, he's the only person with his last name, and if he dies, the last name's going to go with him. I don't know.
So that's how you got manipulated?
Why that was enough. But then again, I was extremely naive at the time. I was coming from so much abuse, so much trauma. I didn't know up from down, sky to ground, like whatever. So he was able to use that. And with that being said, I feel like if you want to continue your legacy, if you want to prolong your legacy, then take care of the children. Because over the last however long, this man have not contributed an increment of energy towards the well-being of the boys. Like, no financial support, no physical support, no nothing. But he wanted those children to be able to prolong his legacy. Why would I continue the legacy of a deadbeat? The only like not like I don't even want to deal with this man, because right now he is on my phone. He's playing on my phone. I don't even know why he's playing on my phone, because like, you have the children. You wanted the children. I took them to you. You have their birth certificate. You have their social. You have them physically. There is no reason why you should be playing on my phone, but you're playing on my phone. Because at the end of the day, it was never about you having the children. It was about you having access to me. It was about you being able to get in contact with me. And
the level of like, this is real narcissism. This is real arrogance. This is like the most arrogant thing. Here's my thing. I'm cool with women giving up the children because it is largely known and it is statistically proven that men are better fathers than women are mothers. Even though women are supposed to be the nurturers, nowadays, men are doing a much better job of raising children as single parents than women are. And often at times, men then find they get remarried. And so they're able to have that nurturing side, even if women are distancing themselves because they don't have the ability to really be able to provide for the child and do what they're supposed to do in the first place. I'm not tripping about the idea, the financial support, and all of that, because I don't think that the court should be getting involved in what happens between two parents and raising a child. So I'm not tripping at giving up the child. But what happened to the nurturing spirit of women? Like, did that just completely go out the window? Is that not a thing anymore? Is it all about me, 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 me? Oh, he wanted access to me, 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 me. Like, it would seem as though a woman that, in my opinion, is naturally nurturing would want to still play a role in the children's lives. But if you just want to have a hot girl summer, or if you just want to distance yourself from the kids altogether, that is crazy to me. That honestly, I haven't seen it until recently how women are so willing to not participate. I ain't saying don't give them up because you obviously can't take care of them, but cannot participate even in the child's life. And then they still are moving with this mindset of a lack of accountability and not participating at all. It's crazy to me. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. T Tanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life.